Hi all, this is Param. In this video we will see what is a bootstrap checks. Okay, bootstrap checks, some of the things are especially include the OS level changes. Okay, so we know, right, setting wise, some of the settings we have to do at the three files. If it is Elasticsearch side, okay, dev options, log4j.property file, elasticsearch.yml files. That is these three files related to the Elasticsearch setup itself. And we have seen some of the settings we have to do at the OS level, right? Okay, that is very important. Okay, whether you are doing yourself or your package is doing that changes. That is what. Okay, say if you are using npm, sorry, if you are using rpm the Debian file, some of the OS level changes has done by the tool. Okay, but the installation process itself. Or if you are using tar file or zip versions, we have to do ourselves. There is no alternative. Okay, in both case, in both in either of either of way, okay, in either of way we have to do the OS level changes. That could be a permanent or that could be a temporary. Okay, so it's up to you. Okay, it's up to you. If you are having dedicated host for Elasticsearch, okay, dedicated host for Elasticsearch, then we can do all the changes permanently. Okay, otherwise due to some reasons you want to share something or some restrictions, okay, that times we may consider for temporary changes. Okay, in either way, if you are going to do temporary, means we will be using ulimit command or one more command called, what is it, system command. Okay, if it is temporary, okay, let me bold. Okay, if it is temporary, you will be using one is ulimit command or another one is system control command. Okay, if it is a file for permanent level change, if it is a permanent level change, we will be do in the limits.conf files. Okay, limits.config files, this is a one file. Okay, control B. Okay, this is one file, and one more file is called etc efs tab. Okay, that is a second file. Okay, the third one is, oh, come on, what happened? The third one is system control.conf. Okay, so these are three files. Okay, then one more file is there, I will tell you. Okay, this is third file. Then fourth file is called here you can see that is the system deconfiguration files. Okay, system deconfiguration files, either you can edit using this command and you can reload, or you can override the settings. Okay, here this is the file locations. If you install rpm or Debian package, you will have file like this: user/lib/system/system/d/system/elasticsearch.service. Okay, this will be the file you have all the configuration, that means OS level settings. Okay, but if you want to modify, okay, if you want to still modify some things, we can create a file like this. Okay, etc systemd system service, then override.conf. Okay, so if we want to override, okay, the default options it will be here, but if you want to modify something, then we will create file like this. So in this fourth path as a file level. Okay, as a file level. Okay, let me put, because of this is a file level changes we will do. Okay, or else command level means we can use systemd command. Okay, system control command. I think here what is the command you are using? Syscontrol. Here system control. Okay, here using the syscontrol, here you are using system control. I don't know what is the difference between these two commands. Okay, okay, so this is the but system controls you can edit the system deconfiguration files. Okay, okay, fine. But anyhow, the topic of this video is called bootstrap checks, right? Okay, so just I want to tell you why. I'll tell you. Okay, why I am covering that one, the different files here. We say the bootstrap checks. Okay, but actually bootstrap checks are all of those things are majority of bootstrap checks involve that OS level configuration. Okay, that's what. Okay, we can run Elasticsearch in the dev mode or prod mode. Okay, if it's a dev mode, no problems. Okay, though these whatever settings I have discussed till now as OS level settings, right? So it can be done or no need to be done. Okay, if it is there, it will run good. If it is not configured, Elasticsearch simply what will happen, it will log the warning in the terminal or in the log files. Okay, and it will continue to run. Okay, continue to run. Okay, that is what dev mode. Usually dev mode we will start a single instance for studying purpose or exploring some of the API, this and also. Okay, our personal laptop installing something like that. Okay, now production mode. In the production mode, you can have multi-node. Okay, obviously 99.9% we will have the production mode only, right? Okay, let me put like this. Okay, single discovery mode. Okay, multi node. Multi node discovery. Okay. Why this arrangement is killing me? Okay. It will be good, right? It comes from there. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So it could be a, okay in the production mode. Okay, in the production mode means it could be there are two possible options. Okay, one is multi-node discovery or single node discovery. But multi-node cluster discovery is the 99% of times. Okay, 99% of times. Okay, this is a very rare. I'll tell you that situation where you may need that single node cluster, single node discovery. Say you are having production cluster. That cluster has a number of nodes as a multi-host. That's fine. But still, you want to do some monitoring or you want to do some checking, something like that. Okay, so that at the times you can start a single node cluster. Okay, single node cluster with the production as well. Okay, in the production as well. Okay, fine. If it is a multi-node cluster, all the bootstrap checks will be done automatically. If it is a single node cluster, it is not done, so you have to do manually. Okay, so this line should come from here. In fact, okay. In the single node discovery only we have to enable we will be enabling the JVM options. Okay, JVM options, that's what we will configure. You can enable manually. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Now, now we know that now I have explained what is a bootstrap checks. Okay, when it will be done. So, okay, if the dev mode just log. Okay, if it is a production mode, yes, in the multi-node discovery it will done automatically, and if it is single node we have to enable. Okay, so this what is the use case? I explained what is the use case of single node production environment as well. Okay, okay, in that case you have to configure manually so that it will check for all the bootstrap checks. Now, what are the checks are involved within the bootstrap checks? Okay, I'll tell you. So before that, I want to tell you bootstrap check means it will run only first times. Okay, bootstrap check means it will run only first time whenever you are starting production cluster. Okay, it will not run second time also. If you restart your production cluster, it will not do the second time onwards. Okay, only the very first time only it will do the bootstrap checks. So that's why we call as a bootstrap checks. Okay, these are the checks. Okay, these are the different checks it will do. In this video, I am going to cover only these three. Okay, for the next other type of checks I will cover in the upcoming videos. Okay, first thing, heap size checks. Okay, you know, right, what is heap size checks, right? So that is that is the Java heap size minimum and maximums. Okay, obviously that should be minimum 50% of RAM. Okay, minimum 50% of RAM has to be allocated in the heap size. Okay, and in some of the systems what will happen, even we will configure both min and maximum with the same value. Okay, min and maximum value configure as a same value. So let's say if you are having 50 minimum 64 GB RAM, or let's say 32 GB RAM, or at least you can configure minimum 16 GB RAM. Okay, 50%. Okay, 16 GB RAM you can configure as a heap size. So though 50% means both min and the maximum should be the same value. When that is the reason, right? Okay, I'll open that. I forgot that things. Okay. Yeah, okay, memory lock. Okay, so whenever if you declare memory lock, okay, if you declare the memory locks, okay, sometimes once it started means Elasticsearch could not able to get all the memory. Of course, we can configure minimum 64 GB, 64 MB is enough. In fact, okay, 64 MB is enough to start the JVM. Okay, of course, then you can configure like 256 MB. Then you can configure the maximum XMS. XMS 250 GB, so 250 MB, and the XMX maybe 16 GB, maybe as per up to 50% of the RAM, right? But what is the thing now? So we have to do the memory locks, right? We need, but if you enable the memory locks, okay, that JVM could not be able to resize. if you enable, it could not be able to resize. Okay, so to avoid that only, what they are saying, you allocate both xms xmx both variable, we will do in the jvm option dot files. Okay, so that you may change, you configure say same value for both. That is a heap size check. Okay, otherwise let's say if you are not doing memory lock options, okay, then you can declare minimum value one thing and maximum value another things. Okay, that okay, but so in my case, I swapped out the what, I switch off the swap memory itself. Okay, then okay, so in this I think I explained that heap size. Okay, both initial and maximum values the same. That is what equal to the, this is what matter. Okay, so why, because of if it is memory lock enabled, it may not be able to lock the memory after T size. Okay, cool. But what they are saying, by default it is automatically allocate the heap size available in the host. But that is fine. Okay, cool. Then file descriptor. File descriptor, right? We right, file descriptor, number of files has to be opened. Especially in the Linux system, everything is file. Okay, even network socket or process or file. Okay, everything is a file, right? Everything is a file. Okay, that's why. So number of descriptor usually by default at the 1024 only, but we will modify very big number. Okay, as in earlier videos I have seen, I have told you what is the maximum values we can configure. Okay, either this will be has been increased or not, that is will be verified. Okay, yes. So the Bootstrap checks will will enforce you. Okay, if it is not there, then it will stop. So that is what this is second settings. Of course, as I told you, for the first one is heap size check, right? That I have explained. We will do in the JVM option in earlier videos. And the file descriptors. File descriptor we will be configure either temporary or permanent in limit.conf files. Okay, that is explained. Okay, now the third one is memory lock. Memory lock, right? Usually the first two things what in a dedicated host, I will switch off the swap memory itself completely. That is first options. Okay, but due to some reasons you are not able either switch off the swap memory. There are two options. Okay, I explained in the previous video, either temporary for the current session or permanently in the FSTF files. Okay, that is how we will we can do the switch off the swap memory. Okay, why we have to do? Okay, why we have to switch off that? I think I explained in earlier also. Now, once again I will explain what is it. See, usually garbage collection will be run, right? While running garbage collection, it has to touch all the page. I mean, it has to check all the content of JVM content, right? All the heap memory, all the object storage stack and the end of the JVM property. Okay, JVM property, it has to be verified by the GC, right? But due to that, if you enable the swap, okay, what will happen? Some of the pages might have pushed to swap to the swap memory. That means swap memory usually in the file systems. Okay. So that this will be lot of problem to the Elasticsearch. Okay, this will cause a lot of problems. Many times it may crash, in fact. Okay, so to avoid the swapping only, we are switching off the swap memory, right? So switching off the swap memory is one option, but second option is memory lock. Okay, so memory lock, what is now, we can memory lock means instead of switching off the swap memory, you can lock set of amount of memory RAM only for the Elasticsearch. Okay, that is what memory lock. Okay, so memory lock we will configure like what is a bootstrap dot memory lock equal true in the Elasticsearch.yml files. Okay, if we configure it will try to lock. Okay, it will try to lock. So still you are saying here it may not possible. Still still you are configured, right? Still some of the times it is not able to lock the heaps. Okay. Sorry. Okay, still though you have declared case, you may not be able to lock the RAM whatever it needed. For that reasons only we will be check like unlimited value in the limit.ts files. Okay. Okay, we will configure in we will configure in the limiter config as unlimited. Okay, so that is what memory lock option, it is there in the limit.ts files. Okay. Okay, so these are the different, these are 3 checks. See, in this video I have not talked about how to configure. Okay, why do we have to configure? I am just telling what is a Bootstrap checks. Okay, so Bootstrap checks means it do almost 10 to 15 different checks. I just explained these 3 checks. So you will get what is the name of, in fact what is the name of these checks, what it exactly mean. Suppose if you want to modify, where you will modify, that is just different case. I have explained in earlier videos how to modify those values. Okay, thank you, thanks for watching. So remaining Bootstrap checks I will cover in the upcoming videos.